And we are live at the stage of the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It's Friendlee live. Woo! Right here at the stage at you. Oh, wonderful to be here because of Platinum Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Terrell, Texas, and our own Randy Kuhn, we call him the giver, Henley Auto Supply, right here in Greenville, Texas. These two organizations support us so well and so much, and we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Did want to say right off of the bat, I want to say, and I do every time because I'm very thankful, thank you, Barbara Haran, for bringing the Texan to Greenville, Texas. Yes, the Texan Theater has so much history, and that's why we are able here today to do what we do. This young man that you're about to hear captured me. I mean, he got my ear about 10 times on that first CD. Would you put your hands together for one? This guy's awesome, Randy Seymour. Come on out here, Randy. Woo! I'm going to tell you right now, folks, the minute I saw him, I had not seen Randy Seymour, but the minute I saw him, I knew who he was because his whole attire, you might say, is in the words and the lyrics of the songs that you sing.
That is pretty much it. I write what I live.
He writes what he lives. So again, would you put your hands together for Randy Seymour?
Hey, Friendlee, live. Howdy, Greenville, Texas, Texan Theater. Good to be here. I'm going to do songs that I made up. Hope that y'all understand what's going on up here. I'm going to start out with this one. I did a little bit of this earlier, so I'll start out with this. This is a song about me and Dad going fishing. This is called Daddy, I Want to Go Fishing. A million stars were in the sky, 4 a.m. on the 5th of July. We headed out to Toledo Bend, me and Daddy going fishing again. He said we'll be there in an hour or so. Charlie Rich was on the radio. I said, I hope that we get lucky today. He nodded his head, then I heard him say, if the good Lord's willing and the mercury runs, we'll be on the water before the sun. With rods, reels, and spinner baits, we'll cast our troubles out into the lake. 'Cause life is a whole lot better when the fishing's fine. And there's a little bit of heaven at the end of that line. Now we pulled into Choctaw Camp, eased that bass boat down the ramp. I held the rope while he parked the truck. I caught myself waking up. He got us out to our honey hole. Now how he finds it, I never know. I said, all these trees look alike. He said, son, you can trust an old Indian guide. When the good Lord's willing and the mercury runs, we'll be on the water before the sun. With rods, reels, and spinner baits, we'll cast our troubles out into the lake. 'Cause life is a whole lot better when the fishing's fine. And there's a little bit of heaven at the end of that line. Now when I think about my daddy, I think about fishing. And I think about fishing every day. When I die and leave this place, I want to see my daddy's face, saying, get the rods and the reels, son. We're heading to the lake. A million stars were in the sky, 4 a.m. on the 5th of July. We headed out to Toledo Bend, me and Daddy going fishing again. La 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 la. Come on, let's go fishing. La 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 la. Grab the rods and the reels, how do you feel? son, don't you want to go fishing? Daddy, I want to go fishing. Thank y'all. I do sing a lot of songs about things I've come up with. Hope y'all enjoy this stuff today. It's so good to be in this beautiful place with all y'all. This great day that we're having. I'm not going to complain about the weather. That's old news. But I will tell you that I grew up in a little place called Humble, Texas, Humble. It's a lot like y'all's town. As a matter of fact, the theater that we used to go watch movies in was about this big. It was called the Jewel Theater. And I watched a couple of Burt Reynolds films there. And I watched, I don't know, probably Chuck Connors. Planet of the Apes, maybe, I don't know. Anybody remember those movies? So here's a song about my little hometown of Humble, Texas. It sits off a little piece of road called Highway 59. This is called Highway 59 Revisited. I gave up on the football team, getting knocked on my ass wasn't my thing. Coach Jones cussing my name and tooting that whistle. I had a lot more time after school, chasing girls at the swimming pool. If Daddy was home from work, he'd take me fishing. We'd hook up the boat to the old blue Jimmy, fill the cooler with beer and viennies, hit that 2-lane up around Black Cat Ridge. Follow that sun through the Texas pines to Big John's in the evening time, just across that Trinity River Bridge. And we'd listen to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59, past the Wool Steakhouse and a Whataburger stand sitting on the left-hand side. We'd fish till dark and pull in the lines, get home around supper time while Waylon and Willie sang one more time from that radio station on Highway 59. Woo. Now I took Lynn to see Billy Jack in my 69 Pontiac Saturday night at the Starlight Drive-In show. Never saw how the movie went. I couldn't keep my hands to myself. She gave me a dirty look and said, "Take me home." So we listened to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59. She didn't look too happy on the ride back home, but she must have had a change of mind. She scooted over close by my side. We made out by the driveway light while Johnny Rodriguez sang "Pass Me By," one of my favorites, from that radio station on Highway 59. At a ranch house out the Sugar Land, Phi Delta Theta and my brother Stan. Colorado Kool-Aid and college girls gone swimming. Uh-oh. I got so drunk I laid down in the yard. I woke up to spinning stars. All the way back home my head was out the window. Oh no. But I could hear them songs from the radio station on Highway 59. With my head held over the shoulder of the road on the East Chex Freeway Drive. I was cussing and counting those exit signs. 1.5 miles am I gonna die, while Freddie Fender sang "Wasted Days and Wasted Nights" from that radio station on Highway 59. Well, I wish I had a time machine. I'd drive back there in my dreams, down that 2-lane road that takes me home, and listen to the songs from the radio station on Highway 59, past the Wool Steakhouse and the Whataburger stand sitting on the left-hand side. We'd fish till dark and pull in the lines, get home around supper time while Waylon and Willie sang one more time from that radio station on Highway 59. I miss some old times on Highway 59. Woo! All right. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that. Okay, since I talked about my dad here for a second, I'll talk about my mom, if that's all right. You hear that, Mom? I'm going to talk about you. It's all good. Mom was what you call a seeker. I don't know if anybody understands this term, but she was a seeker of spirituality. She was always reading some, books about the Lord, about Jesus, and about spirituality and all kinds of things. She was a seeker. She was always searching for answers and searching for things that would deepen her appreciation for her spirituality and her walk with God. And she was reading this book about angels, and I was sitting at the table eating some meatloaf that she fixed some of the best meatloaf you've ever had in your life. As a matter of fact, it's a wonder I left home. I'm sitting there eating some of her meatloaf for lunch, and she says, Randy, she says, I was reading this book about angels, and she says, did you know that the highest priority of prayers that people pray here on earth, the ones that have the highest priority are a mother's prayer for her children. If her children are in trouble or something's wrong or they want to pray for those are at the top of the list for the good Lord to answer. I said, that's interesting, Mama. Pass that salt, will you? Anyway, but like anybody, I sit around and these things kind of roll around in my head. I try to forget stuff, but I just can't. So I sat down with a guy and we wrote this song because of what my mom said about a mother's prayer. And it goes like this. They laid the baby in her arms. She watched the newborn son sleeping. She bowed her head to say a prayer and asked the Lord for his safekeeping. His life has just begun. And sometimes it won't treat him fair. So be with him when I can't. All I can give my little man is a mother's prayer. A mother's prayer could move a mountain. A mother's prayer is pure as gold. And the angels in heaven make sure she gets heard up there. 'Cause there's nothing that's more precious to God's ear than a mother's prayer. She tries her best to explain as she holds his little hand, saying you're meant for better things. I hope one day you'll understand. Now all those papers have been signed, and your new home's waiting there. And one day they'll tell you soon how you were the answer to another mother's prayer. A mother's prayer can move a mountain. A mother's prayer, it's pure as gold. And the angels in heaven make sure that she gets heard up there. 'Cause there's nothing that's more precious to God's ear than a mother's prayer. It'll move a mountain. Oh, a mother's prayer, it's pure as gold. And the angels in heaven make sure she gets heard up there. 'Cause there's nothing that's more precious to God's ear than a mother's prayer. Nothing that's more precious to God's ear. There you go. There you go, Mom.
Wow.
Hey, what do you say, Friendlee?
I want to tell you what. It's that time. We got to do something. But I was sitting back and listening to that song, and you know what, Randy? You know, you're like me. Your mother and my mother are at rest in the presence of our Creator, and that prayer that she prayed for you before she left her physical body here is still with her at rest in the presence of God Almighty. And that was the last thing that he ever heard from your mother, from my mother, from anybody. That's the last thing that God ever heard. Guess what? Whew, you think that won't motivate you to enjoy your life? Like this man right here that's been doing it since he was 13 years old. We're going to talk about that, but we got to go to commercial break because you know what, folks? Commercials, Randy, let us do what we do. And there's one thing I want to say continuously. Please shop local. Shop local right here in Greenville, Texas. We're coming back for Mr. Randy C. Moore. Yes.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right part to keep your vehicle running. And backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
And we are live at the Texan Theater for Friendlee Live. You got it right here at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Brought to you each and every Wednesday by Randy. I'm going to tell you what, the companies that support us here are good friends. They're friends of Friendlee Live. They're friends of Friendlee Radio. And that is Justin Rudd down at Platinum Chevrolet Cadillac in Terrell, Texas. I want to tell you what, he has taken care of a lot of you in the audience. I don't know if you're there today, but I know some of you have been down there. And we have a guy that, I love this guy. His name is Randy Kuhn. We've nicknamed him the Giver, because his heart is as big as his big. So,
fantastic.
Anyway, they support us, and so does this audience. Aren't you? Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? Would you put your hands together for, you got him, Randy C. Moore.
Here's the single off of that new record. It's called Lukenbach. Everybody says, oh, I know that song. No, it's new. If you know that song, then you know more than I do. No, it's a different song. I was playing a concert in San Antonio a few years ago, and my wife was with me. And we weren't living in Texas. We got here as fast as we could, but that's another story. And I said, hey, you want to go out to Lukenbach, Texas this afternoon? She says, is that a real place? I said, yeah, it's a real place. She said, I thought it was just a song. I said, no, it's a real place. So we went out there and we hung out with the cats and the chickens and listened to some people tell stories and listened to some people pick guitar. And I tell you what, she just loved it. And I loved my wife because I was like, boy, if you like this, you're really going to like fishing. And she does love fishing. So this is a song that I made up about stuff that she and I like to do together. And we don't care if anybody else likes to do it or not. but I call it lukenbach, but that's kind of the top of the list of out-of-the-way things we like to do. We spent too many tick-tocks working the time clock, dead on our feet, and too many nights going to bed, going to sleep, ending the days like they've begun, never dancing to the beat of the drum, leaving me begging the questions I'm asking you now. Do you want to go to lukenbach? We're wailing and wailing, feeling no pain. Go walking up Dry Fork Road, make a little loving in the summer rain. Take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to lukenbach. Now we've seen tropical beaches full of beautiful people working on tans, but people on top of other people are a traffic jam. Taking those selfies, waiting in line, telling the friends, this is the life. I hope they never discover where we're going now. Do you want to go to lukenbach? We're wailing and wailing, feeling no pain. Go walking up Dry Fork Road, make a little loving in the summer rain. Take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to lukenbach, where the complicated tears and the fabricated fears drift away. Forget about yesterday. Come on, baby, let me take you away. Do you want to go to lukenbach? We're wailing and wailing, feeling no pain. Go walking up Dry Fork Road, make a little loving in the summer rain. Take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to lukenbach. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to lukenbach. We're going back to lukenbach. Woo! All right, there you go. Thank you, appreciate that. Oh, bless your hearts. Thank you so much. Well, I got a couple of things here I'm going to do. Now, that's, like I said, that's my new single on my new album that folks can get. If you want to request it on your favorite radio station, that's we'd be much obliged for that as well. Also, too, I'm on all those media sites. I'm on the Spotify and I'm on the Facebook and all that. So just look me up, Randy, initial C, M-O-O-R-E, Randy C. Moore, and you can certainly find me. I can no longer hide from anyone anymore, unfortunately. So whatever's out there is going to be out there, and I've tried to accept it as best as I could. So here's a little song that I made up a few years back when I was living in Tennessee. And it happened to be a very cold winter, and I was living in a cabin out in the woods. And the cabin had a wood-burning stove, and it had electric heat. And it was 27 degrees outside, and the electric heat was out. And I didn't have one stick of wood to put into the stove. So it was 27 degrees inside the cabin, and I had my little guitar and several layers of clothing with me, and I thought, this would be a good time to go down to Key West, Florida. But I didn't have the money. I didn't have the means. Everybody say, oh. Yeah, that's what I said. So I sat there with my guitar, and like any artist, I went there in my mind. I went to what we call a sunshine state of mind. Mercury's falling, snowflakes are falling, roads are getting icy and slick. Anyone who says that they love winter weather is a special kind of idiot. Me, I'm not hanging around, I'm getting out of town. Gonna fly south with the geese. Enjoy your ice fishing and all the old bitches while I take a walk on the beach. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. I'll be watching the waves laid up in the shade. Tequila, salt, and lime. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. I'm in a sunshine state of mind. Oh, yeah. Well, now, what is all this busyness? Working my life to death, 95 hours a week. With too much month at the end of the money, oh, there's not enough rum in my drink. My bones are aching to get half naked and plant my butt square in the sand. I hang up the phone, I hear paradise calling. Come to vacation land. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. Woo! We'll be counting the boats. Our hearts will be floating on a tropical dream out of time. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Bye, 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 bye. I can see y'all singing it with me. I'm in a sunshine state of mind. So baby, let's build a sandcastle where we can make love by the sea. Now fellas, I'm gonna give you a little hint here, all right? Now you can call this whatever you want to call it, but the only words that a woman wants to hear is make love, okay? Don't say any of those other words, they don't like that. But if you say, let's make love by the sea. Oh, they just love that stuff. Making love. You ready? Here we go. So, baby, let's build a sandcastle where we can make by the sea. There we go. And do me a favor. Don't wake me up from this dream. Does everybody have something to drink out there? Let's get it out and hold it up in the air. I know it's a nice hot summer right now. Let's hold it up. And everybody say, hey, 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 hey. And take yourself a cool sip. I always like to put a drinking break in my song. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. Woo! We'll be counting the boats. Our hearts will be floating on a tropical dream out of time. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. Woo! I'm in a sunshine state of mind. Now repeat after me. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, 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 bye. Woo! We'll be sitting in the theater watching Randy Seymour, wondering, can I get some more tea? Hey, 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 hey. Sing it. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, I hope everybody's singing on the radio. I'm in a sunshine state of mind. Oh, y'all sound really nice. Yeah, I'm in a sunshine state of mind. Oh, my friend Friendlee is going to talk to my friend Jan Sykes. Woo! Oh, give yourself a hand. You did good.
Oh, I tell you what, the introduction he just gave is one Miss Jan Sykes. And can she turn around to the audience? Is that fine? Is that all right? Jan Sykes is an acclaimed author. She's written 3 books. And yes. And her association with this couple here, Jeannie and Randy, began with a magazine that she was with years ago. Not years ago, but a few months ago.
A few years ago. Buddy Magazine, y'all may have heard of it. The original Texas music magazine.
Right. So, and during that time, she was asked to go listen to Randy?
No, I was asked to review his CD.
Oh, review his CD. Oh, I've done that before. You know, that's an honor. It's an honor.
It was an honor, and it started a friendship that was amazing.
It's amazing. And, folks, I tell you what, this book right here, I grabbed onto it first because this is a movie. It's a movie and a book right here, but I'll tell you all about that later. Jan, thank you so much for being here. And, folks, thank you all for being here. The name of the book is A Convict and the Rose. The Convict and the Rose. You can get this book. It's available, right?
Yep.
It's available.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Actually, 4 of them, and it's a true story, and I won't go any further than that.
This is going to be the best anyway. We got to go to commercial break. That's commercial break. We love our sponsors, and we love you for doing one thing, and that's shopping local. I can say this. Local. We're coming back to Friendly Live here at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Yes, with Randy C. Moore. Yeah, y'all come back with us.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
And we are live on the stage of the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Friendly Live, TLO, baby. Texans, legends, and outlaws, brought to you each and every Wednesday right here at the Texan Theater by Platinum Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Terrell, Texas, and Henley Auto Supply right here in Greenville, Texas. And again, please, please, please shop local. Randy is nearly local. He's a Caddo Mills boy that's doing real good for what he's doing. So with that all said, we have an artist today that I'm going to say it on camera.
Okay,
That I don't know. I don't need to be back here. I need to be out there.
Okay.
I need to be out there. And you know what? I was going to tell you about the merchandise. This is what happens when he gets here, is he needs his merchandise to go away. And before you go on, I'm going to do it because she knows once she has a presence. To your left, to your right is that lady herself. One Miss Barbara Horan. Thank you. You, by the way, co-host of the acclaimed CTFM, Coffee Tea Friendly, me every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock in the lobby studio. But right now, please, let's do it. Put your hands together for the artist, Randy C. Moore.
Thank you all. Let me tell you all a story about my Uncle Gene. See, Uncle Gene was just 16 in 1953. He was a junior at Humes High School in Memphis, Tennessee, when he met this kid in English class who changed all history. So come on, my friends, I'll take you back again in my rock and roll time machine. Well, it was Friday night in Memphis, 1953. I was bumming smokes and spiking cokes, bopping at the teen canteen, when he came strolling through the front door, wearing pink on black, with hair shined up and slickered out like a brand new Cadillac. His mama named him Elvis, and he was a shy and skinny cat. He was about to change the world one day, but he hadn't done it yet. Woo! Before Elvis was the king, he was just a high school teen. Before that's all right and go, cat, go. He was just a kid in funny looking clothes. You wouldn't have believed it if you could have seen before Elvis was the king. Oh, I'm just getting started now. Hang on, here we go. Well, we always called him Sissy Boy, but the girls were fascinated by the way he raised his upper lip. Somehow it drove him crazy. He had an old beat-up six-string guitar with a rocking little sound. And when he played our high school talent show, he tore the whole house down. Nobody ever saw it coming, least of all was me. till I saw him shake and rattle the world on national TV. Woo! Before Elvis was the king, he was just a high school teen. Before he ever made history, it was metal shop, math, and chemistry. Oh, you wouldn't have believed it if you could have seen before Elvis was the king. Oh, rock it, little king. Woo! 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 All right, that's all right, mama. Before Elvis was the king, woo, he was just a high school teen. Before Las Vegas, Hollywood, and the world, it was driving shows, back seats, and trying to kiss a girl. Nobody would have believed it if they could have seen before Elvis was the king. Oh, you wouldn't have believed it if you could have seen before Elvis was a king. Oh, that's all right, children, and that's how Uncle Gene told it to me. Woo!
God, whew, all right. God bless Uncle Gene. But folks, we got time. Have we got time for another one? Producer down, is that? Would you like to hear another song, another original? Hey, you know what? Another original from an artist. I'm going to tell you what, Randy. You got every one of them here. Are you with him? Are you with him? All right.
Thank y'all so much.
Seymour, take it from there, darling.
Thank y'all so much. Let me do another song here, and I appreciate y'all affording me the time to be in front of y'all today. What a wonderful bunch of folks and a wonderful place. To tell you the truth, if I could say enough about it, I'd stand up here and talk for the next 45 minutes. So we don't want to do that. I had a good friend. His name was Carl Perkins, and he and I were friends later on in his life. And there was just songs that we would write together. We wrote a song that Ronnie Millsap and Vince Gill recorded last year and put out on the radio. It was about a golf club that Carl had, and it got stolen, made him mad. There was another song that Carl and I wrote, and it was about two brothers, and these two brothers were close as any two brothers could be. I got a big brother, and he's still with me, and I thank God for that. Carl had a big brother, and he lost his big brother sometime in his 20s, and when we wrote this song, Carl would always try to record it, and he could never get through it without crying, so I ended up making a record out of it, and it's on my new album as well. This is called I'll Save a Place. Slow down, Tommy, please wait up. I can't run like you. It's 8 o'clock, we missed the bus to take us off to school. I hear it stopping down the road, so you go on ahead, looking back and through a smile. My brother Tommy said, I'll save a place for you right next to me. Don't worry, no one else will take your seat. I'll tell the man, don't close the door. You won't have to run no more, like you know I always do. I'll save a place for you. Tommy ran the hardware store after Daddy passed away. I played football on scholarship down at Memphis State. One Saturday in late October, I ran the winning score. After the game, coach said, son, you better hurry home. The room was dark when I came in. Tommy lay there all alone. The brother I had looked up to was barely hanging on. He squeezed my hand and whispered, I'm going on ahead. Looking up through heaven's door, my brother Tommy said, I'll save a place for you right next to me. Don't worry, no one else will take your seat. I'll tell the man, don't close the door. You won't have to run no more, like you know I always do. I'll save a place for you. Ooh, I'm gonna save a place for you. Thank you, folks. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Y'all made this old country boy feel good.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Woo! And I'll tell you what, I got it right here. That's off of this album right here, Lukenbach, and I can tell you right now that is number 4 song. You look at, I got a thumbs up already. That's the number 4 song that I was going to play out of 3, and I got to 10, and I had to stop. I had to stop because it kept going on and on. Thank you so much. But they are available right here today. You can get yours because you never know. You might see this next time you see this guy and you say, and the winner is, and here, and you say, oh yeah, I remember. He was on Friendly Live. You remember? You remember when? Yeah. So anyway, we got to go to commercial break, but I just want to say thank you very, very much for being here today. The CDs are available. The caps are available. And we do have the redneck air conditioners still available for those people that need them. Batteries are not included. With that said, we're going to commercial break, and the commercial that you're going to see, folks, I say it's the best Western in all of Northeast Texas, and that is the Best Western Monica Real right here in our good community of Greenville, Texas. Thank you, and Randy, thank you. We'll be back with Friendly Live.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
Oh, yes, we are live at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Friendly Live. TLO, baby. Texans, Legends, and Outlaws. Brought to you by Platinum Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Terrell, Texas, and Henley Auto Supply here in Greenville, Texas, and by Clancy Prigmore sitting down here on the... that's one of the best, I say, best harmonica players in all of Upper East Texas right here.
I'm looking right at him.
Clancy Prigmore. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Clancy. Yeah. All right, let's just do this. We're going to do 3 in a row. Are you ready for 3 in a row? All right, put your hands together for Randy Seymour. Woo!
Thank you all. Appreciate that. Well, I did, like I said, I did write some songs with Carl Perkins earlier on. and I'm going to play that song about that golf club. Now, this is the story of it. This is a sad old story. Listen up. Old Carl liked to play golf. I don't know how many of y'all can play golf out there. I don't know how many of y'all claim that you can play golf. There we go. It's fun if you don't take it too serious. Carl didn't take it too serious, but he did take it serious one day because he had this golf club called a Big Bertha Golf Club. There you go. Now, if some of y'all don't know what that is, a Big Bertha Golf Club is a golf club that's got a great big head on the end of it where you really can't miss the golf ball when you're hitting it. And you hit it really far. And it's for old guys like us who want to hit it far. The problem is we hit it so far we can't remember where it went. Oh. There you go. So Carl got his Big Bertha Golf Club stolen one day and made him mad. So he calls me on the phone. He says, Randy, you know what a Big Bertha Golf Club is? I said, yes, sir, Mr. Carl. He said, well, I'm gonna write a song. I'm thinking about writing a song about it. You think you could help me with it? I said, yes, sir, Mr. Carl. He said, when can you be down here? I said, how early is early? He said, come on, boy. So we wrote this song. Well, I'm sitting here wondering, where's my long, tall baby now? Oh, look out. Hey, I'm sitting here wondering, where's my long, tall baby now? Where's she now? 'Cause somebody came and stole her and left me on the bottom side of down. I used to take her out on Saturday, and a swinging we would go. Or sometime Wendy, oh, I'd take her out on Saturday, and a swinging we would go. All right. And now I would do most anything just to swing that gal once more. Woo! She always felt like a dream right here in my hands. Any cat who's played around with her would understand why I'm bluer than a hound dog barking up a tree, crying, please, 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 Big Bertha, come on home to me. Come on, baby. Woo! Well, I hope I never find him, the dude that took my gal away. Hey, I hope I never find him, the dude that took my cow away. Oh, look out now. 'Cause if I do, I'm telling you, he'll have the devil to pay. You know who that'd be. Woo. She always felt like a dream right here in my hands. Any cat who's played around with her would understand why I'm bluer than a hound dog barking up a tree, crying, please, 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 Big Bertha, come on home to me. Come on up here, Frank. Oh, yeah. Here comes a harmonica man. He's going to play those Big Bertha blues. Here we go. She's just a golf club, but she always set me free. Yeah, I know she's just a golf club, but she always set me free. So if you see my big Bertha, tell that gal to hit a few for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Yeah. Hot on that harmonica. One Mr. Clancy, Frank Craigmore. Frank, thank you so much. And you know what? One of the best friends that I've had, and many, I still have, is this man right here. He has done so much for veterans in our community. He used to have a place out in the woods, out there at his ranch called Clancy's Ranch, you know.
All right.
And we used to do Warrior for the Warriors. And he has helped so many veterans. And I want to help y'all. This is how I'm going to help the audience.
Uh-oh.
Now, remember, I'm helping you.
Helping.
Because William asked me to do this. So on 24th of this month, that is next Wednesday, it's the all-new acts, if you will, on stage right here at the Texan Theater, and it's called Improv at the Texan Theater. And Jimmy, I know you've been wanting to do this. Look at Jimmy and say, "Oh no, don't tell my wife that. She'll have me doing it." But anyway, it's Improv next Wednesday right here on the stage at the Texan Theater. We got to go to commercial break. When we come back, right? We're coming back. All right, good. We're coming back to, and I haven't said a lot about him, but you need to get online and find out. You know, and I said it. 13 years old, you started writing songs. You had your own songs.
I did.
Yeah. So
I'm 14 now, so I got a few more songs.
I'm going to say you got a few more to go. What's our time? No. What about the countdown?
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
And we are live at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Friendly live right here. I'm just going to skip everything because you know who sponsors this. Platinum and Henley Auto Supply. The man of the hour came here to do one thing, to entertain you with his music. And you know what? You just play on out because when it gets to 1 o'clock, he's going to go like that, and you just keep playing until the music has stopped.
Okay.
Right? Would you put your hands together for Randy C. Moore?
Thank you. Bless your hearts. I do. But it just kind of slid out there. Anyway, I could take it back, but it's already been on the radio or something now, so it's been recorded. So anyway, this is a song. A lot of my songs I end up finishing them and making records or whatever out of them, or playing them for folks because they get the ultimate test. They're tested at the breakfast table with my wife Linda, who's sitting back in Lovekin today listening. If I play it for her and it makes breakfast go good, then I usually end up doing it. If breakfast doesn't go well, then I usually take that song and I just put it away and it never gets heard again. So I brought this song to the breakfast table one morning, and this is a song that, out of my crazy imagination, this is a story about how the devil got his job. Y'all listen up. It was 40,000 years or more, just past the beginning of all time. God was 15 minutes late for his board meeting, looking beat when he arrived. He said, "Angels, I apologize. I shouldn't make y'all sit around and wait. When you're trying to build a universe, there's a whole lot on your plate. You recall just last Friday, I invented this creation that I call man. Well, I looked into his future and I see his troubles are getting out of hand. There'll be no end to his wickedness and evil ways as far as I can tell. And as much as it pains me, boys, we're gonna have to give him hell. So we need a lake of burning fire, where giant fish with jagged teeth swallow all the fishing boats, and a barroom made of brimstone, where whiskey tastes like gasoline burning in your throat, and the endless sounds of banjos playing out of tune and out of time. I'm gonna need someone to run the place. Help wanted, one devil for hire. Here's something real fancy. Well, the angels all look puzzled, scratching at their halos with their wings, when the eldest one among them stood and said, "Hey Lord, you know I feel your pain. You and I have been together ever since this whole thing began. And if it means that much to you, Lord, well, I guess I'll be your man. We need a lake of burning fire, where giant fish with jagged teeth swallow all the fishing boats, and a barroom made of brimstone, where whiskey tastes like gasoline burning in your throat, and the endless sound of banjos playing out of tune and out of time." That's awful. You don't have to go looking round. I'll be your devil for hire. I'll be here for eternity, working day and night, leading souls down to misery and away from your pure light. Even though it won't be easy, I won't bitch and I won't moan. At least I'll have a place to call my own, where the lake of burning fire, where giant fish with jagged teeth swallow all the fishing boats, and a barroom made of brimstone, where whiskey tastes like gasoline burning in your throat, and the endless sounds of banjos playing out of tune and out of time. Woo! If you wonder how I got this job, I was a devil for hire. So don't ask me how I got this job. I was a devil for hire. There you go. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of my friend, I've dropped his name a couple of times here, Carl Perkins. By the way, all of y'all would have loved Carl right here in this little place doing just what I'm doing, because he was just a wonderful cat, and he was the real thing. He's one of those folks that when you're a musician and you're an artist, it kind of gives you hope that you're going to meet other nice people when you're doing this. but not true. He was an exception to the rule, unfortunately. So anyway, he passed away in January of 1998. And I was keeping in touch with his family through a friend of mine in Nashville. Her name was Dottie. And I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear Carl singing this song in my head. And this has never happened before in my life. Somebody singing a song in my head. So I turned on the light, and I wrote the words down so I wouldn't forget what was going on. I went back to sleep. And then I got a call about 8 o'clock or so a little bit later that morning. It was Dottie on the phone. And she said, Randy, she said, I just wanted to let you know that Carl passed last night in his sleep. And I said, it's something really unusual happened to me, Dottie. I said, I could hear Carl singing a song in my head. And the first words out of her mouth was, did you write it down? I said, yes, I did. So it goes like this. A man is made of flesh and blood, like Texas red dirt clay and San Jacinto River mud, raised from the ground and back again, ashes and dust sleeping on the wind. Now I was born in a shotgun shack. A country song got me dreaming of a guitar and a Cadillac. And I've had silver and gold chains of fortune and fame. And when I leave this world behind, it won't mean a thing. See, I won't fly, 'cause I ain't got wings. No stepping high in the robe of a mighty king. Don't shine my shoes to walk on streets of gold. I just mosey off to heaven down a lazy country road. So give me a bobber on the end of my fishing line, sitting in a shade by the lake with a bottle of my daddy's wine. Then I watch the sun going down over the sycamore trees. It may not seem like nothing, but that's what heaven should be. See, I won't fly, 'cause I ain't got wings. No stepping high in the robe of a mighty king. Don't shine my shoes to walk on streets of gold. I'll just mosey off to heaven. I'll mosey off to heaven. Down a lazy country road, a lazy country road. Yeah, yeah. Here I go walking now. Woo. A lazy country road. There you go. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate that. Thank you.